Okay, this is our like 6th attempt at this video because I'm so awkward. So we went to see the Maine in Amsterdam on Wednesday. And yeah. Anyway, so we went over to Pat, and she was really drunk.
I wasn't a little bit.
And she was like, I don't know, she was like, Pat,
did it just go? Can I lift you up or something?
Yeah,
I don't
it was
even
like,
know.
can I lift you up? And Pat was just like, yeah. Like, I don't even understand anything. So
I lifted him up for like, I think it was a second, because we fell down. Yeah, we were on the floor.
I was really ready to take this picture, but then they literally just dropped, and Pat was just on the floor like,
what
are you doing?
And there's like a picture afterwards, like a normal picture, and his hair's just like, I just fell on the floor. It's so good.
And he was so annoyed, like they landed on their bums, and he literally was like, he was just looking at her like, you're such an idiot. And I was just, I was crying my eyes out, like my makeup was just everywhere. And like, she was just crying with laughter, and Pat was just sitting there like, why did I even allow this to happen?
Is it Kennedy the next one?
Oh, yeah, they went up to Kennedy.
I tried to lift Kennedy up, but he was like, no, I'm not having any of that. We showed a picture of Pat, and he was like, no, don't do that. And I was like, oh, come on.
He was like, yeah, no, I'm taller than Pat. Pat's smaller than me. You won't be able to do it. And she was like, please.
But yeah, that didn't happen, so we just took a sad picture together.
Good luck. And then we were like, okay, Garrett.
First, the girl Jordan that I know of Tumblr, she came up to us and asked me to put this pin on Garrett, well, just on Garrett, or to give it, I think. And what did it say? Another year sexier.
Another year sexier.
So and he was talking to some girls, so I was like, I just go over and just do it. So like, crouch down like behind him and put it on his butt.
He was like, what are you doing?
He turned around like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just putting his badge on your bum. And he was like, yeah, okay. He's continuing
He literally continued just talking to fans.
Whatever.
So we had a photo shoot with his bum. That was funny.
Yeah. And he like kept looking around.
He
like,
kept
what are you doing?
around, and she just stood up like, nothing. I'm not doing anything by your bum.
And then.
Then you went to him. Oh, can I pick you up for a picture? And then I showed him what a.
You're like, don't do it. Like, cause she just dropped Pat.
And he was like, no, don't do it. And then you just convinced him, going, no, please, it's fine. I'll be able to pick you up. And he was like, okay. Oh, okay. I just remembered.
It was not lifting him up. It literally was like tipping him over. He just went like his head went straight to the floor, and it was such a loud bang, and I was like just underneath him, like, oh, that hurts, man. And
like his back just slammed into the floor.
He didn't do anything. Like, he just stayed there, but he laid dead. He was like,
and then they just both laid there for ages. And then like Garrett was looking at me like I was gonna help him up.
We were sat on the floor, just like next to one another, and he was like looking around for someone to pick him up, but no one did. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go up, yeah. And I was just sat there like, oh, sorry. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll help you up. And I was like, oh, you're the nicest person ever. I just dropped your head on the floor. And then he was like, are you okay? And then he was like, literally, are you alright? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Drop you on the floor. But other than that, I'm cool. You were on top of me. It's great.
Oh, and then he got really annoyed and pushed her.
Yeah, we had a picture first.
I mean, then she kissed him, and he was like, oh. And then, like, as we were walking away, he was just like, yeah, like, go away. And I was like, don't worry, she's from Manchester. And he was like, then he went and met other fans.
He loved it.
Then we went to find Jared to pick him up. Really?
Never met Jared. I don't know where
Jared disappeared. And then we went to meet John, and then he did a conga outside. Do you remember that? You were really drunk. He did a conga with all these fans outside. It was really...
What? I don't know.
These fans lined up in a row, and it was like, we're doing the conga. Like, they just did it outside, and I was like, okay. Cool, bro.
We spoke to him for a bit. Some random guy gave him like this massive block of cheese, and he just stood there holding his cheese.
Oh, my days for cheese. That was funny. And then some girl come up to him and was like, do you like swimming?
He was like, yeah, love swimming.
He looked at her like, why are you asking me that?
And then she just went, okay, cool. And just left.
And then I just burst out laughing. It was so loud. John was just like,
you forgot the fact that we were outside and no one was allowed back in, and they were also inside. So I went to the security guy. I was like, I just really need a wee. Can I please go in? And he was like, no. And I was like, I'm on my period though. And he was like, okay, go. We're like, yeah, John.
Hi, John. Oh, and then he said he's going to have a cheese party with us.
And he liked the pictures of me dropping people. He's like, what are you doing to them? And I was like, oh, I don't know, sorry. And then we went outside. I was speaking to boys because they were British.
Yeah, I was like, why is that boy English? I was like really confused. I was like, oh, he must be
These
Deaf
guys,
Havana.
are you Deaf Havana? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So we spoke to them for a bit. They're
But
really
just
nice
saying,
guys.
they weren't offended that we didn't know who they were.
No.
For people
But yeah, no, I like Deaf Havana. They're really nice guys.
Lee, he's like...
Is it Lee and Alex that we met? Was
No.
it Alex? Is it Lee and Alex? James? Tom.
Lee's like the nicest person ever. But then they were cussing me because I'm from Peckham. I'm not even from Peckham. And there's cussing you. You was like, I'm from Manchester. They were like, oh, someone's got
Yeah,
to
they
live
like
there.
Manchester.
Yeah, someone's
And
got to
then
live there.
I think it was John that wanted to go out to a club.
Oh my days, he wanted to go out so bad.
So we walked towards this club, and then Kezia started complaining about the fact she didn't wear socks because it looked stupid with her jeggings.
It does.
So I went to like, oh, you can have mine. And I was like, she like had to take my shoes off and my socks. So I was like leaning on John, like, oh, sorry, I can't stand. He's like, no, you're right. And you were like, I've got those socks. And they were like these socks with seals on. I was like, but you don't.
From Topshop.
I was like, I don't like do, but whatever. And then we were on our way to this club. And
then Garrett appeared.
Oh. But he also disappeared straight away. I don't know where he went because he didn't go in.
little bobble hat.
He didn't go in, but he didn't go anywhere else. And then the Deaf Havana boys didn't want to pay £7 to get in, €7.
Because they're British.
And then John was like, oh, but we could just explain the situation. And we
were
were
like, what's the situation?
He's like,
we want to go in and we
want
don't
to
want to
go
pay.
in. We don't want to pay, but we want to go in. We're like, I don't think it's going to work.
Do you know who I am?
You know I am.
John O'Callaghan.
So we went to this we walked back towards the venue, like, to some random pub.
Oh, and we tried to find Garrett because he was in front of us and then he disappeared.
I don't know what happened to him.
That was a sad time.
I think he fell through the ice or something. And then in that pub, John was like, oh no, I just want to go out. I just want to go to that club. So he like offered to pay for all the Deaf Havana boys. So we went to that club anyway.
But not us.
No, that was mean, man.
Yeah,
so we went to that club anyway, and not a lot happened in there apart from that. I was having a drink.
That club was crap.
Yeah, I was having a drink, and John was like, "Oh, what is it?" And I was like, "It's just like vodka and apple juice." And he was like, "Oh, can I have a sip?" And I was like, "Okay."
He was like,
and he just downed it. He's like, ugh. And I was like, "Thanks, babes. That's like €9. That's okay. Can like me."
Was it?
Yeah, it's like €9. So I spend all your money.
Oh, that was fine. Oh, whatever.
So yeah, that was good. So
and then he was like, "Oh my days!" And then
we was at the bar with John.
Yeah, we was at the bar with John. And he was like, he dances like this.
He's like,
he like bends really low, so he's like the same height as you. It's really cute. And then Dirk came along and was like, "Oh yeah, John, do you want to go for a cigarette?"
John looked at us,
and then he looked at us and was like, "Yeah." But then I was like, "No, don't go." And he was like,
"He's like, no, I'm gonna stay here."
"No, I'm gonna stay." And then Dirk was like, "No, come with me." And then John was like, "Nah, you're alright." And we were like, "Yeah." Shame Dirk.
And after stealing more drinks out of my hand, what did he do? Because I don't really remember it, right? It was me. It was just like us three
in like a little. We just standing there and he just grabbed us and was like, "Stop forcing drinks on me." And then he just giggled for like ages in my face, and I was like, John O'Callaghan's just holding my hand, laughing in my face. It's like, "What are you doing, son?" Oh, that was funny.
I don't think.
And then he said, he was like, when you kept giving him drinks, he said to me, he was like, "You had a sour look on your face before I even drank that drink." I was like, "Cheers, John." I was like, "I don't want a beer, I'm bored." But I was being there for her because I'm nice. And for John, because
John's nice too.
John invites you clubbing, you go.
Yeah, even if you don't like clubbing,
you
you don't
clubbing,
like drinking, you go.
You go.
Because it's John.
That's the rule, it's John. And we were hoping Garrett was in there.
And
we kept looking for him. And there was this one boy in a grey bubble hat, and we thought it was him, but just some Dutch boy. And we were really upset. Oh, and then I left because I was bored.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to go. She was like, "I want to stay." So I got
Stayed
lost.
I don't know why.
It was 2:30 in the morning and I was in Amsterdam alone with no phone and I was lost. And then I saw Garrett in the street. And I wanted to talk to him, but...
You didn't.
But I didn't. I was going to be like, "Garrett, I'm lost," but our hotel was like...
Oh, you missed a bit when we saw him outside a tour bus and I shout at him going, "Garrett!" And he turned around and he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm sorry for dropping you." And he's like, "No, it's fine. Are you alright?" And I was like,
Of
"Yeah,
course."
I'm cool. He's like, "No, seriously, like worse things happen to me." And I'm like, "Okay."
And he kept just going, "I'm fine. Seriously, I'm fine." We were like, "No, really? No, I'm fine."
So if he's
At
not
least doesn't
been,
hate you though.
No, he loved it.
He doesn't love it. Pat doesn't love it.
Hates me.
Pat hates you.
Sorry, Pat.
Oh, what else happened?
Nothing, that was it.
Wait, nothing, that was it. That was good. If you're going to send us hate for this too, then we're going to laugh at you, because you're a twat.
Because it's funny. There's nothing to be like annoyed about that we're not even telling weird stories.
Yeah, but we have to stop this. If it's going on YouTube, it has to be under 10 minutes. Bye.
Bye.